Hello everyone and welcome to episode 86 of the modern day UFC WMMA 5 save here on the channel. As we are in Arizona for this, I'm assuming we'd probably be in Phoenix at this UFC fight night as Ryan Bader taking on Nasrudinov. Of course, he was supposed to fight Alonzo Minfield, but Minfield got injured and now he gets to fight Nasrudinov as our main event contest. Co-main event, though, Justin Gaethje taking on Rustam Gabalov. As far as, my God, Justin Gaethje in the co-main is pretty crazy to think on a fight night. But the man has been losing a little bit, and he needs to get a win in the worst of ways. And hopefully he gets it done here tonight in the co-main. And a 155 bout there. It's Courtney Casey taking on Ronda Marcos, Ronda Marcos, as both, of course, 115 bout there. As far as the one of two women's fights on the main card. Then we got two veterans battling it out. Donald Cerrone, Diego Sanchez, 175 bout there, of course. Two guys, of course, Diego's history, the winner of Tough Ones. Middleweight, as far as division, it's kind of, again, crazy, fought at middleweight. But those guys, they just wanted that opportunity more than anything. They were going to come in overweight if they needed to make it to the UFC. And, for Donald Cerrone, really needs a win in the worst of ways as well. As far as, we'll see how he does against Diego Sanchez, so I think that's a good matchup for both guys. And then Nico Montano, taking on Mackenzie Dern in a 125 bout, as these two, of course, Nico was the first ever champion at 125, and Mackenzie Dern on the rise for sure. Maybe she can beat the former champion there. As for our main event, again, it's crazy that Ryan Bader, 31-6-1, 17-6 in the UFC, taking on somebody who's 2-0 in the UFC, 11-1. Obviously, the fight experience to Ryan Darth Bader, but it's at the same time, you're sure he's a clear favorite, but I wouldn't count on Nasrudinov. Him taking this fight on short notice kind of throws everything kind of out of, as far as logic sometimes, when it's really no time for both guys to really prepare for each other. It can lead to some crazy upsets, because it's a bit of a wash as far as you've been training and preparing, maybe potentially for some guy specifically, which is always a bad idea, I think, for MMA fighters, because you just never know. Stuff can change in an instant. Sometimes it's just best to have an overall just training camp of just working on yourself, not necessarily training for somebody else until maybe the day of, literally, when weigh-ins happen and after you kind of recover your body and you're just working on film study and stuff like that, maybe. But as far as Ryan Bader, coming in off of, as far as with him, it looked like potentially, coming in losing Luke Rockhold, it's like, damn, he shockingly lost, and it's like maybe he's not going to be that guy we saw that was, only losing to Rumble Johnson and Glover Teixeira. But he, in fact, has gone on a bit of a little winning streak. He beat Khalil Roundtree, sadly, and also beat Alexander Rajic, which that is huge, to beat Rocket there, and both were great fights, and both here in 2021. He's going to end out the year, or he's actually not end out the year, rather. Excuse me. He is going to end out the year. My God, as going to look to end out the year with a perfect 3-0. But for Nasrudinov, he is looking to make it 3-0 in his career and jump up to 12-1. His only ranked win was against Paul Craig, which that was actually a very good win, too. I didn't think he was going to beat Paul Craig, but he knocked him out right at the end of the second round. It's kind of crazy he beat Nathan Reddy in his first fight, because that was definitely a tomato can crushing opportunity for him. But now, to go from those two fights to now main eventing a fight night on short notice, pretty crazy. Just a crazy 12 months it has been for Nasrudinov and Ryan Bader too, as far as looking to both guys. Got something on the line here as far as to end out 2021. Justin Gaethje, though, and Rustam Tiger Gabalov as the Albuquerque, New Mexico native, so pretty close as far as fighting out of Albuquerque He's ranked 23rd, but he's taking on Justin Gaethje, who, crazy that his only losses are here in the UFC, 22-4, 5-4 in the UFC. Again, his loss to Dustin Poirier, very, very tough there. Lost to Gregor Gillespie as well. It would have been probably nice for Gaethje to get this win, obviously. His only win was against Jim Miller here in the save, which he completely dominated Jim Miller, 30-27 him. I was kind of crazy. I mean, Gregor Gillespie, he's not going to fight Habib, so, I mean, who knows what he's going to turn into. Obviously, Poirier, he just lost, shockingly, in Louisiana, too. So just wild to think. But yeah, another guy. He's got his third fight of the year. But he's actually, his schedule's been pretty perfect. Fought in January, fought in June, and now going to fight in December. So I think that's kind of what everybody should kind of strive for, potentially, as far as kind of fighting in January, February, fighting June, July, and then fighting November, December. That's a great little schedule to stay busy, at least. But yeah, I mean, he's 16th at least in the UFC, so he's looking to get back into the top 15. But for Rustam here, my God, he is coming in as definitely, as far as a Russian Sambo champ, and just a all around, just a great Sambo fighter. But it's a little different now that you're in there in the UFC. But he has been in here for a while, as far as he beat Bachel, as far as he slammed him. And that was as far as that was a huge win as well, to get a slam win in your first ever fight in the UFC. But he's beaten Masvidal. It's kind of crazy. He fought Benson Henderson, when you think about it. But that was not even Benson's really kind of prime years too. But he's beaten Desmond Green. Definitely, I would say, besides maybe Masvidal, his biggest win so far besides that has been Drakkar, since Drakkar was ranked. But him fighting Tony Ferguson, that was mainly a chance for Tony to get a bounce-back win after losing to Habib. But, he hasn't fought at all in 2021. This is a great chance for him to end out the year, at least, with a win. But maybe that long layover is going to fuck him over here. We'll see, because, again, Gaethje, clear favorite as well. We'll see what happens there. It's Courtney Cast Iron Casey, the Phoenix, Arizona native, taking on Ronda Quiet Storm Marcos from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. And, of course, the hometown fighter will be getting a lot of love from the fans. But it's crazy. She's 6-6 in the UFC, 10-7. Not a great record. Same thing for Ronda Marcos, really. I mean, 9-5-1, though, at least in the UFC. But 13-7-1. Both, 31, 32, similar age. But really, I would say Ronda is probably the clear favorite here. Actually, she's only a slight favorite, but I would say she's the clear favorite, honestly, if it was me putting a betting line together. Then we have the prelim, as far as they fought at the Diaz-McGregor 2 card back in August 2016, which Courtney Casey won that fight by submission. Don't think it's going to happen here. I believe it's going to be Ronda Marcos getting one this time around via submission. So a rematch, which we rarely get to book. As far as a lot of times we're booking first-time bouts. And then for Donald, Cowboy Cerrone, and Diego, the Nightmare Sanchez, both Albuquerque, New Mexico natives, both over 30 wins, both over 20 wins in the UFC. It's crazy they never fought, honestly, because, again, just similar styles, really similar weight classes. Diego really, though, I would say, Diego kind of bounced around a little bit more as far as weight-wise, but he was kind of more so of a lightweight, and in his older years, he didn't want to cut as much, so he stuck to welterweight. But he's on a 2-fight winning streak right now, and he beat Damian Maia. So, I mean, he's got that going for him. It's crazy that he's, the list of names he fought. Of course, at lightweight, and we fought BJ Penn, and, of course, had the win over Florian at the first tough finale. He also beat Nick Diaz, which is very crazy to think about, too. Because that was, and he also beat Cairo Parisian as well. He was on a run for sure. Joe Stevenson, of course, the fantastic fight with him and Clay Guida. That was a lot of fun. And it's kind of crazy they never did a rematch between those two, the way that fight went. But he's also beaten Takanori Gomi. Sure, that was a split decision, but still went over him. I mean, he fought a who's who of lightweight and guys. throughout the previous really 2 decades, the 2010s and in the mid 2000s. But this, though, taking on Donald Cerrone, who, again, another guy that had that kind of similar kind of path, was a lightweight for a long time, and then moved up to welterweight as he got older. But as far as, the Rafael dos Anjos fight, which, of course, that was lightweight title fight, what, yeah, I mean, Rafael, I don't think it was any type of gist that he was going to lose that fight. Again, crazy to think that was going to, obviously after Rafael dos Anjos, I believe this was going to be going into 2016. He was going to fight Conor, and then that fight gets scrapped. It ends up being Nate Diaz and shocks the goddamn world. But he's beaten Matt Brown. He's also knocked out Patrick Cote. He's beaten Mike Perry. He's beaten Ali Quinta as well, which that was before the save. Because the one fight in the save happened right in the beginning against Conor McGregor. And of course, Conor went through him like butter, much like in real life, when he absolutely fucked him up with a shoulder smash from clinch, which was just insane. But yeah, he's beaten Benson Henderson. He's beaten Eddie Alvarez. Obviously, his prime is not right now. It's crazy to think, too. His first UFC loss was at 141 against Nate Diaz, which he's talked about that fight, how he was not mentally really prepared for that fight with just all the shit talking and whatnot. It got to him. Yeah, I mean, he's really has a chance to have his worst worst losing streak rather of his career. He's had 3 losses before, as you see in in 2017. Maybe this long labor is going to help him out, but again, he's fought Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, and Conor McGregor. That's a tough 3, and now he's going to have somebody at least his similar age, similar style too, in Diego Sanchez. I mean, that's very much a fight for the old heads, as far as letting those guys battle it out, both New Mexico natives too. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun fight. As for Nico Montano, the Arizona native, taking on Mackenzie Dern. Both girls 28. Both girls have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, but Nico at least has some boxing background to her style as well. But again, top 10 flyweight, a woman who was the very first flyweight champion in UFC history, and again, just kind of after that, didn't do a whole lot of anything really. Again, took such a long way over. It's crazy that her beating Roxanne Modafferi was the reason they won. They started the whole fucking division and whatnot, but just got knocked out by Erin Blanchfield. It's kind of crazy. I didn't think she was going to beat Jennifer Maia either. I thought Jim was going to knock her out. But we'll see how she does against somebody like Mackenzie Dern, who does not really have a stand-up style at all, as far as no really stand-up success. But, of course, she is, daughter of legendary Mega Dre, as far as just the megaton percentage to I forget his actual he was was a Holler Gracie guy, and I mean, when you have that type of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu like experience, especially again so young started off, as far as probably compared to a lot of the girls of today, unless they are from Brazil, they're not having that type of experience. And I think that's going to help her out a lot in this fight. She's only lost to Amanda Ibas, but she beat Paige Van Zandt and Ariane Lipski, which that was a good fight too, against her and Lipski. But this is, as far as her first time fighting someone that's inside the top 10, both Van Zandt and Lipski were both ranked 20th in the world and 15th in the company-wise. So this is a first chance, and a first fight night too, which is very interesting for her to open up the main card. For Kyle Stewart and Luis Felipe Diaz, Tracy Cortez and Paula Cristina, so that's a 135 belt. Hunter Azor and Miles Johns, another 135 belt. Clayton Carpenter and Mark Clameco, as far as the 125 belt there. And Victor Henry versus Frankie Sanez, as that's another 135 belt. So just bantamweights and one strawweight, or not strawweight, rather, excuse me, one flyweight bout on the prelim, and then, of course, the 175 bout with Kyle Guns Up Stewart and Luis Felipe Diaz, who's making his UFC debut. Kyle Stewart, 0-2. Not a great record here in the UFC at, as far as welterweight. I said lightweight, I think. Yeah, welterweight down as far as 175. As far as he lost Eric Koch in chance, which, I mean, honestly, Eric Koch just beat Justin Poirier, so you can't really hold that against him. But he's been on a little 4-fight winning streak at LFA and some of the local shows in America, as far as kind of independent shows. This is a great chance for him to bounce back, get a win here. He's a decent little grappler. He's from Arizona, too, so we'll have the home crowd behind him. But he's taking on somebody that is an absolute demon. From Sao Paulo, Brazil. We don't even have a full body picture on this man. But Luis Felipe Diaz is going to be very, very tough to put away. Very, very good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist. Even though he's the underdog, if it goes to the ground, which it probably will, since both guys are grapplers, wouldn't be surprised if that one gets finished with an armbar trying off on the bottom from Luis Diaz. We'll see if that will play into effect, and that will happen. But as far as Tracy Cortez and Bittencourt, Paula Cristina, as you could, I think this alone would have people wanting to tune in to the prelim, as these two, 6-2, 7-2, UFC debut for Paula Cristina, who I cannot believe the UFC have not signed yet. I'm sure they will eventually, but as far as Tracy Cortez is the underdog in this fight too, which is kind of crazy. And as far as Paula Cristina is ranked higher than her too. As for Tracy Cortez, her one win in the UFC, again, 27 years old, very much at the prime of her career. She beat Vanessa Mello, but then she lost here in her first fight in the save back in June. So it's about a year and a half off, give or take, against Veronica Macedo. That went the second round. She got finished there. We'll see how she does against Paula Cristina, because that is a very, very tough woman to be fighting against. Bittencourt, and of course, no fight record in the save, unfortunately. But as far as 18th in the women's bantamweight, as far as division, making her debut as a ranked fighter. It also comes with just not having a whole lot of women on the roster, unfortunately. But she is the favorite, and she'll look to get her first win in the UFC. For Miles Chapo Johns, though, and Hunter Azor, this is a hell of a fight here. Miles Johns is a tough guy, and he's coming in undefeated. Same thing for Hunter Azor, and Hunter is the favorite. That shows you how tough he is. Both guys looking to make a splash, both in their late 20s. Was in the PFL. It was Hunter Azor here, as far as in the save. But he is looking to get a huge win over Miles Johns. Miles Johns, though, very, very tough guy to put away. As far as right now, he's just 1-0. He beat Mario Batista, which is awesome. Yes, fuck Mario Batista. But as far as 11-0, 10-0, this is a big time fight for two. You could kind of say prospects of the as far as of the 135 division. Of course, the bantamweight division on the men's side of things. Clayton Carpenter and Mark Clemako as the two as West Coast natives. Southwest, if you want to look at it like that. I think Hayward, California is in the southern side of California. But Phoenix, Arizona native, of course, going to be the hometown fighter. He is the heavy favorite on this one as well. Minus 460 favorite. Both guys looking to make their UFC debuts as well. This is a bit of a crapshoot as far as for concrete. Clayton Carpenter, I love that triple C. I'm surprised he doesn't have a body picture, but yeah, he's been in the PFL here in the save. Looking to, he's a 4-time Muay Thai national champion, a junior Golden Gloves boxing champion. Also was a World Junior Grappling and Pinkerton medalist. Just all around. And he was the fucking gi and no-gi IBJJF world champion. If you want to talk about a well-rounded fighter, they don't get more well-rounded than this man here. When you are a multiple-time champion in both Muay Thai and boxing for standing-wise and grappling, it's crazy. Plus Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, too. Insane. you can't get better than that as far as from a standpoint. And only 25 years old, too, so he is looking to make a hell of a run there in the flyweight division. But another exciting prospect, though, in as far as with Mark Klamaiko, as far as he is coming in at as far as beat Yuma Uchi at LFA 83, then also beat Alberto Torillo, as far as that was at King of the Cage. Both great fights, both wins too. We'll see how he does. As far as he's got a tough task, though. He's got no team as well. Not going to be looking good for him. But Victor Henry, a guy that was part of the UWF USA camp, trained under Josh Barnett, and Josh was letting him kind of go all over the world. But now he is in the UFC. But yeah, he took his time. He felt like, oh well, the fight history's blank, that stuff. But yeah, he's got the catch wrestling background, of course, from being with Josh. Was originally maybe trying to get in the UFC a little earlier, but the pay wasn't right. And he said, fuck it, I'm going to go all over the world. Fight in Japan, fight over in the UK, just fight anywhere to get his name and reputation up. And now he's in the UFC here in the Save. And he's taking on Frankie Zainaz, which Victor Henry is the underdog in this fight, which is kind of crazy because Frankie, this fight, sure, he's the hometown kid from Phoenix, saying that as an Arizona State wrestling champion too. Was at the University of Northern Colorado wrestling team. It is a high school wrestling coach as well. But man, he lost to Cheeto in his last fight. That was before the Save too. He's beaten Marab, which shows you how great of a wrestler he is. That was a split decision win as well. But he's fought Uriah Faber, Eddie Winland. He's fought some tough guys. So he is a very, very tough veteran. And a guy that if you beat him, you really earned it. And that you're probably going to be a tough guy in this division. But at the same time, as far as in the bantamweight division, anything can happen. These guys are so small. A lot can happen. As far as you got to have a high motor to compete in these smaller weight classes. And you have to be really, really skilled technically. Because you don't have the raw power that some of the higher weight classes have. And it takes a little bit more to potentially be at the top of your game. But for Ryan, Darth Bader, and Nasrudinov, main eventing here. Bader main eventing for the 8th time in the UFC. He's finished 4 of his last 5 opponents as well, and he's the #1 light heavyweight in the world. And will probably be the first challenger, potentially, of the new UFC light heavyweight champion, depending on what happens here tonight, of course. If Nasruddin gets the win here, that's going to change things really, really big. A bit of a trap fight, if you will, for Ryan Bader, as far as in regards to him and Nasrudinov. But Ryan Bader, big favorite to win. See if he can get it done in his home state of Arizona. As both fighters, again, ranked lightweights, just in the highlight Gaethje, Rustam Tiger, Glibov as far as, Kabalov rather, Jesus. As for Gaethje, looking for a big win here tonight. For Rustam, he's looking to get his first win back in his first fight in the UFC since losing to Tony Ferguson. Both guys are looking for a win in a major, major way, and that could lead to some fireworks for sure. As our only rematch from tonight's card, Courtney Cast Iron Casey and Ronda Quiet Storm Marcos. Two of the best pound-for-pound fighters on the female side of things, 13 and 15. So you got 2 top 15 female fighters competing on this fight night card. Marcos the slight favorite, and I think I'd have to agree with them. I think she's going to get the job done here tonight. Yeah, Cowboy, we're not renegotiating his contract right now. We're going to let it expire. Just kind of see what happens with him and Diego Sanchez. If he wins, maybe we'll bring him back for one more fight. If not, kind of hope he retires, to be honest. I think with the damage he's taken and just throughout his career, the amount of just injuries he's had with his lifestyle, he is definitely a broken down old man and could probably not need to get back in the octagon, which he is doing obviously in real life now. So that's just fucking great. Was on the gas for a couple of years and thinking, yeah, I've been on TRT replacement therapy. I'm going to get back in the USADA well, it's not even USADA now. He's going to get back in the testing pool and try to fuck somebody up. I'm sure they'll just give him a younger fighter and he'll get destroyed. Both fighters are world-ranked flyweights here. Mackenzie Dern looking to beat the first ever flyweight women's champion, and I think she definitely can if she takes her to the ground. Standing-wise, though, Nico's got the chance to knock her out. Or Nico, rather. I always say Nico, but yeah, Nico Montana as the UFC debut for Luis Felipe Diaz, the UFC return for Kyle Guns Up Stewart. And yeah, you see there, Diaz is the favorite. And I think they are right on that one on the Blurcast staff picks. As the first time for Bittencourt here, getting the UFC debut, and she is the big favorite on this one. But for Paula, 7-0, Blurcast staff picks. We'll see how it does. In that one, as far as Tracy Cortez, heavy underdog in that fight. Hunter Azor and Miles Chapo Johns. This is a fun-ass fight, though. The debut for Azor. Both guys are going to bring it for sure. Might be the best fight on the prelim. We'll see. Maybe the best fight overall. You never know. And for Concrete Clayton Carpenter, this is a big-time fight for him. He can get this win here. This is going to be exactly the start you want. But for Mark, he's looking to shockingly beat the Arizona native. We'll see, though. As, again, for Frankie Sainz, he hasn't won in a couple of years, but he's beaten guys like Marab. He's fought some of the toughest guys in the fucking division. He's fought the champion in Uriah Faber, so we'll see. So he does against Victor Henry. Both guys, 5'7", 5'8", both a little up there in age, but a lot of fight experience for Victor Henry, whereas Frankie has had the fighter quality experience over Victor Henry. We'll see. Herb Dean's a referee, cage side judges, as Frankie, of course, the hometown fighter out of Phoenix, so really is the hometown fighter. And here we go, they touch gloves, and Henry already 4-punch combination, scores to the right to the body, so really a 5-punch combination. 2-punch combination, Frankie avoids that. Got him in a clinch, got him against the cage, got him right where he wants it potentially. Yeah, Frankie, he's going to be able to out-wrestle him for sure. At least I thought so. And Victor Henry actually out-wrestles him, and now he's the one up against the cage. Knee strike to the side of the ribs, looking for a trip. Oh my god, excellent outside leg trip. Oh yeah, breast up against the cage is not a good spot. Is Victor Henry trying to get something going? Got side control off of that? I thought maybe he was going to jump him out or even jump Gili potentially. As now fires away with punches, does little in the way of damage. And that's already the end of the first round. Wow. As yeah, Victor Henry probably won that one. And oh god, we already went into the second round, and yeah, takedown attempt, he's got it. Single leg. Yeah, throw some strikes. And Frankie knows he's probably down, so he's trying to keep him down there as long as he can. Oh, wow. Lost out on the scramble. How about that? Yeah, gets pulled in tight now. A couple of short punches on the side of the head. Frankie on the bottom. And now he's got half guard. Looking for an underhook, looking to scramble. Oh, yep. Got side control off of that. Looking for a knee bar. Wow. Knee bar out of side control. That's interesting. Looking for the arm triangle now. That also gets fought off. And probably another round for Victor Henry here. Oh, they're going to give it to Frankie. I think Victor Henry won it off of the submission attempts at the end and having probably more control in the round. But we'll see. 2 quick punches. Doesn't hit either of them. Fades the big right after the 2 jabs. Frankie again trying to grapple. Nice jab and a roundhouse kick to the body. Trying to get a grappling session going. But again, Victor Henry, tough. Strike-wise, very, very good. Stepping in, throws 4 quick punches. 3 of them landing, but dodges the leg kick, though. If Frankie can't get a hold of him, this will definitely be Victor Henry's round for sure. As all there, quickly shot on him. A brilliant sprawl, though. And he moved out of the way, so Victor Henry doing exactly what he needed to do to win this round. Keeping it standing, stuffing the takedowns. And he's landing big time here. 3 out of the 4, rather. Jesus, out of the punch combination, but the big right hand misses. Again, crunching right hook there at the left hand. Nice little 1-2, another 1-2, left jab, right cross. Just a punching bag out there is Frankie, and he will be losing this one. Honestly, I'd have it 30-27, but it might be 29-28. Yeah, I'm with everybody else besides Sal D'Amato, so that makes me feel good. 30-27 victory for Victor Henry, the underdog, getting the win, and he looked really, really good. For Frankie, not so much. A little bit one-dimensional, which we had a feeling that might happen. And he retires. That's probably for the best. There, as far as for Victor Henry, though, thanks everyone at UWF USA, and Josh Barnett and everybody involved. Big win for sure. As Concrete Clayton Carpenter against Mark Glamako, as the 5'4", 24-year-old Mark Glamako has a tall task. getting someone like Concrete Clayton Carpenter. We'll see how it goes as the Phoenix, Arizona native looking to get a big win and get it back on the winning side of things for the Phoenix people on the card. As here we go, as Klamenko 3 out of 4 strikes land, but the last one he avoids that low kick. That's a setup as well, as now he's again Klamenko outstriking him. Very, very interesting. Looking to grapple. Klamenko still doing a good job here. 5 quick punches, steps back to avoid the high left head kick. Wow, Klamenko is just not afraid of Clayton Carpenter. That's exactly how you're going to fight as an underdog. You can't give him any room to work with. You got to outwork him. But he's going to get pressed against the cage here. Now he's got him in the Muay Thai clinch. He's in big trouble now. Ooh, big elbow. Bad angle, though, so didn't have enough power to maybe knock him out. Missed the knee strike as well. Knee strike to the chest, but again, not enough power behind it because it was a bad angle. Lacked power there on the knees. Oh, and now they... Oh, here we go. High left head kick here. After the jab, I thought for sure he was going to get knocked down, but instead he gets a takedown. Does Clayton Carpenter. Very, very close round, though. I mean, Clayton did a good job with the Muay Thai clinch, but I would have to go with Mark. Klamenko would have round. I cannot believe it. Yeah, just the underdog, a heavy underdog. Looking good in the first round. And here comes 4 quick punches, rather. Jesus, comes in fast and lands 4 quick punches. But he lands the left hand, so in total it was 5. Studied his opponent, looking pretty relaxed and confident at this point. And now again, Klamenko, jab, left cross. 1-2. Great shit there. Blitz his opponent with a rapid 4-punch flurry. Getting it step right jab. Catches him with a left roundhouse kick to the body. Got him in the clinch now. Hits a knee strike to the body. Trying to get in close here. Got him in the Muay Thai clinch. Fights it off. Slips out of it entirely now. Now they're looking to unleash. Appear to be going for a takedown. Couldn't take the initiative. Good hand speed here. Again, Klamenko striking has been way, way better than I anticipated. But Carpenter, again, look for the takedown. Can't get him down. Got him against the cage here. Hard stomp. Sweep. It's just not enough time to do anything. But it's some big elbows. So at least he's trying to do some ground and pound. But another very, very close round. But it's just Clayton Carpenter's taking too long to get going. And I would say he needs a finish now. Or he's going to get 30-27. There we go. That's exactly what he needed. A takedown, catches the kick. He's got all the time in the world now. It's a scramble, though. No, he's turtled up. Oh, boy. Oh, flattened out. Boy, oh, boy. Damn, if he gets both hooks in, it's over. Yep. Damn. Almost did it. But he just got fucked in the end. That is tough, though, for Mark Klamenko. That is a depressing way to lose when you've been up on the scorecard 2-0 as a heavy underdog, and you get caught. You know, he catches your leg kick, or not even a leg kick, just a head kick. Gets taken down. You get flattened out. And, man, I mean, what resilience, though, you have to say for Clayton Carpenter. Never gave up and kept it going and gets his win in his UFC debut and also gets his 10th win of his career, as well as Hunter Azor and Miles Chapo Johns. Both undefeated fighters. Somebody's walking away with a 1. It might be from a draw, it might be from a loss, but a 1 is coming. As Azor, the Phoenix native, looking to get it going. They touch gloves here, jab, and a right hook here from Johns. Oh my god, 2 lefts and a right. He is fucking him up. Oh, failed to land on the punch there, but here comes Azor now trying to get him up against the cage. He does so hard stomp. Trapping him up against the cage. That's tough. I was hoping these guys would definitely be out there swinging for the fences. Miles at least was. But yeah, Steve Miles got he's going to separate him. Here comes, again, Johns. 2 lefts and a straight right. A 3-punch combination at will for Miles here. And another jab at a straight right hand that lands hard. Man, hits him with a straight right again. He's getting outclassed for sure, is Azor. But he's going for another takedown again. Doesn't happen, so he's just got him against the cage. Gotta be Miles Johns here. Yeah, gotta be up 10-9 after the first round. As Johns, left hand, and catches him with a crunching right hook. Another 1-2. Oh, here it goes. A roundhouse kick to the ribs now. 1-2 again. Another 1-2. My goodness gracious. Miles Johns is just fucking him up. There's a left jab and a right hook. With intent, some more. 3 punches of nothing but air on the big right, though. Right head kick now. Oh my god, fantastic right cross. He's finally just going to be able to grab him and try to get him against the cage. That's his only way of winning this fight, is just to somehow stall him out. But there's just no way. He's taken too much damage. Miles Johns has been looking fantastic. And Hunter Azor, should be embarrassed the way he's fought tonight. But as I say that, single leg takedown. So as long as Miles doesn't get caught here, he still is okay. But he definitely doesn't want to be on his back the entire round. And now throws a few weak-looking punches. Steve Moscotti stands back up. And again, look for another takedown. But just going to get up against the cage. It's not going to happen. It's not enough time, and they separate. So now back to striking, which is obviously what Miles wants. And he hits a right cross. And sure, he lost that round, but he's going to win 29-28. Oh my God. We're going to have a split. Wow. I mean, who's that judge? Case Hand, oh no, never mind. Vernon Stewart. You need to never judge a fight again, buddy. That was insane. Thank God Miles Johnson won that fight. That would have been very, very tough to see. As Tracy Cortez in Bittencourt, Paulo Christina, as let's see how Paula does in her debut against Tracy Cortez. I mean, Tracy, I think she's got at least some UFC experience compared to Paula. I think she's got a good chance here. We'll see, though. But yeah, Tracy Cortez, again, the Arizona native as well. They touch gloves. Neither fighter going to really learn anything here. Now they move in. Yeah, here comes Cortez with a counter. Solid right hand. Yeah, Cortez is striking a little bit better. Been able to counter strike. There's a 1-2, but again, Cortez is striking really good. Both girls have no team either, so this is really just a battle of will and skill, really. As here comes a counter as well from Cortez. Jab and a solid right hand. Yep, right hand as well. Left to the body. Left kick to the body. Gotta love that from Paula. Now Cortez dodges the right hand, counterattacks the left jab and a right cross. Again, Tracy's counter-striking has been really, really good. And there's a clean right hand. Speaking of, as far as the counter-striking has been phenomenal. Misses the right hook again. Gets countered with a solid right hand. That's got to be Tracy Cortez's round. And, yeah, not looking great for Paula. Coming in, losing that round, getting outstruck. She needs to find a way to take her down ASAP. But, again, she's trying to strike with her, and that's just not going to work. Tracy's boxing is just too much for Paula Christina, as now counters the right hand and counterattacks with a jab. But a body kick, that's too short, though. Now, again, dodges the right hand. Oh, this time, it's Bittencourt with the counter strike. Left kick to the body as well, off the counters. That's good. Cortez missing the left jab, also missed the right hand. So now at least I think it looked like Paula had gotten her figured out a little bit, but now Cortez again with a slip past the right hook attempt and attacks with the right cross. Missed the left jab, hits the right cross. A nice right hook from Bittencourt. Oh, here comes Cortez with a great right hook off the counter. Oh, doesn't connect with the right roundhouse kick to the body. Gets kind of a quick left jab and a left kick to the body. These girls are counter-striking for sure at a pretty good click. And now, Cortez off target with the jab. Also right hand taking on the gloves. They engage. Missed the big right hand, allowing Bittencourt to counter with a jab and a right cross. That just missed it. Counters the right hand with a left jab and a right hook that is ducked. My God, countering the, dodging rather, the right hand and counterattacking with a jab and a right hook that's ducked. Another second round that will see Cortez taking another round. So she's up on the scorecard. Well, we see another upset here on this prelim. Here comes a counter. But it's a quick left jab that lands, but the right hook's avoiding the last possible second. Powerful right hook. Oh, boy. Knocked her down. Tracy could finish her here. She does. What a win for Tracy Cortez, and that just shows the UFC experience is so crucial compared to some of these girls coming in with no experience at all in the UFC. It's a different beast in the UFC, and that happens to the best of them when you debut and you're not used to it. As Tracy Cortez, what a win. Huge underdog win in her 8th career victory as well. I'm sure the Arizona crowd loved in that. As our last prelim, Luis Felipe Diaz and Kyle Guns Up Stewart. Here we go. Stewart from Temp, Arizona. I believe it's how you pronounce that. I believe the E is silent, but it might be Tempe, Arizona. They touch gloves. Here we go. As Diaz connects with a straight right after the jab misses. Yeah, the striking. Wow. Really, really good. 3 quick punches, and then hits a straight right hand. I knew he was going to be good, but I didn't think he was going to be that good striking. He got him in the clinch, though. Yep, stop that. Got him against the cage now, does Diaz. Knee strike to the thigh. Dirty boxing now. A few quick punches to the side of the head. Diaz catches the knee strike to the thigh. Unleash some strikes again. Takes the initiative. Quick punch doesn't hit it, though. 3 quick punches, 3 of them finding their home, and hits a straight right. Yeah, Luis Diaz is very, very good striking, or Kyle Stewart is a very, very bad striker. We'll see if Diaz can do a sweep here. Oh, he stops it. So it's a bit of a stalemate, at least grappling-wise. So that's been interesting. Yeah, obviously Luis, the better striker, been landing more, doing his damn thing. And this is, he's looking to get a big win in his debut, and already scoring here with a jab and a right to the body. 1-2, but this time Stewart is equal to it. And Stewart's going to look for the trip. Good attempt, potentially, but yeah, it's just not going to happen. Now Diaz gets the sweep. Got side control, looking for the Kimura. Got it. Yep. Listen, I thought it was going to be from the bottom, but he got it from the top as far as the Kimura submission victory. And yeah, he is ready for the UFC, though. And Luis Diaz is the reason he was the main event in the prelim. I think he's got a chance to potentially be a ranked guy. We'll see, though. A lot could still happen. But he's going to take on Sean Brady. At least that's who he wants. Might happen. Might happen there as our main card opener. Iko Montano taking on Mackenzie Dern. As Steve Muscati, our free cage-side judges here. Crowd buzzing. Both Arizona fighters. But, of course, Mackenzie kind of born and raised in Brazil, really. The 2 fighters touch. And here we go. Dern with a takedown. Got the single leg. Boy, leg lock. That would have been crazy if she just would have leg locked her right off the rip. But Dern's... Oh, look for a knee bar now. Yeah. She does not want this as far as... Oh my god, a Von Flue choke. Huh. Got her. What a win. Yeah, I mean, Mackenzie Dern, the grappling... She has such a grappling advantage over a lot of these girls. She can... if she can get a hold of you and take you down with a lot of time left in the round, you are so fucked. As far as if she can get any type of choke in. She was going for the knee bars early on, and I think that maybe was just trying to wear her down a little bit, try to make her work hard, just tire her out a little bit before setting up for the Von Flue choke. Great win for Mackenzie Dern, and yeah, and Nicole her only way she was going to win that fight is if she kept it standing. And, boy, she took care of that real quick, did Mackenzie Dern. Thanked all her, sponsor, her team at RVCA, and all her supporters as well, getting a big win on the main card to end out the year 2021. But for Donald Cowboy Cerrone and Diego the Nightmare Sanchez, we see them fight for the very first time. The 2 vets battling it out. Here we go. Sanchez looking to get a strike exchange going. It's a jab. Does Cerrone. Left hand. Nothing but air on the big right. Pressuring him now. Kind of jab from Cerrone. 2 punches. Potentially coming. Nope. Countering the jab to Cerrone. 1-2 from Sanchez again. Cerrone was equal to it. Here comes a counter from Cerrone. Left jab, right hand. So Cowboy looking pretty good. Can't connect the step strikes. Lands a low kick, though. Sanchez. He's getting outstruck here a little bit. He's getting countered by Cerrone, which that makes sense. He's got a kickboxing background, and whereas kind of Diego Sanchez, he's got the wrestling background, and he's more of a grappler than a striker for sure. Strike exchange doesn't lead to anything here. Sanchez comes forward. 2 left hands. Yeah, with intent here. Oh, boy, has to step back to avoid the high kick. That could have been a fight ender for sure. Yeah, for Diego Sanchez, too. What a high kick. Oh, man, what a pair of jabs also. It's a right cross. There's a left jab and a clean right hand from Sanchez. Kind of left hand from Cerrone. Fades the big right punch after the left jab. Oh, nice counter again from Sanchez here. Slipping past the right hook with a nice right hook of his own. Cerrone again gets countered with a quick jab and a right cross. Yeah, I mean, Diego started looking really good at the end of the round, striking-wise. Yeah, I think that's fair to give it to Diego. I would probably give it to him. Just the way... Cowboy was looking good in the beginning, but he kind of tailored off at the end. Sanchez, again, comes in, counters with a jab but a right cross that missed. Surprised Sanchez hasn't even went for a takedown or even tried to grapple up with him. He just keeps getting outstruck, though. It's Cerrone, so, I mean, he's doing a good job. Oh, both guys now nailing the right crosses, but Cerrone hits a jab, too. Sanchez getting a little tired. Left hand to the body here off the counter from Sanchez. And now Sanchez comes in with a right cross, but that also gets countered. This time Cerrone with a quick left jab and left to the body. So these guys are tit for tat right now. Left jab, kid at the right cross. With the left cross from Sanchez landing. Misses the big right hand. Here comes Sanchez with a clean right hand. Went for the head kick after the jab, but the head kick missed. Jab, nails the right cross. They come together, slipping past the right hook attempt to attack the left jab and a right hook that's avoided the last possible second as well. Cerrone loses the left jab, misses the attempted shot to the body, though. Left jab, misses the right hand, does Sanchez. And Cowboy, I mean, he looked pretty good, but again, I would probably say Diego wins this round, but man, he is doing a really, really good job. Oh, getting countered with a jab and a leg kick, though, there to end the round. They're still giving it to Diego. That round, I really want to look at the fight metrics there. Yeah, Diego did outland on him as far as, they both landed 3 power punches, too. So, yeah, he outstruck him. Yeah, it's 2-0 as far as, as far as 2018 on the scorecard for Diego. Cowboy needs a finish. Misses the right hook. Gets kind of a left jab and a left to the body. And, Cerrone, he's getting tired now, finally. It's kind of crazy. I figured Diego had the better stamina and cardio compared to Donald, but here we are. Misses a couple of jabs. Nails the right cross, though. Does Cerrone. Jab doesn't connect with the right hand. 1-2 from Sanchez. Left jab, right cross. Oh, it's a good right hand, though, after the jab doesn't connect. Pair of jabs. Oh, no, never mind. As far as the left jab that missed, but he hits a nice right hook to Cerrone. Pair of left jabs. Then a right cross, right hook, rather, that's blocked from Sanchez. Missed the left jab, it hits the right hook. So he's missing on the setup strikes, but he's landing the follow-up shot. But Cerrone's 1-2 in him. Left jab, right hook. Great stuff. Now both fighters really can't land anything. But I think both guys are pretty much tired at this point. They're pretty much on E. Oh, nice roundhouse kick, though, from Sanchez. Oh, my God. Oh, and he rocked him. That's exactly what you needed for Diego Sanchez. Right cross here. Oh, no. Noticeable gash above the eye. Donald Cerrone, he's going to hang on, but I say he lost that round after that head kick for sure and getting cut open. 30-27 for Diego Sanchez, the underdog. Someone gave it 29-28. But yeah, 30-27 should have been the right call. It's actually a great fight. Both guys should be very, very pleased with their performance here. And his right call did not extend Cowboy until we knew what he was going to do against Diego. Diego beats him, gets the upset win. He praises his team at K-Dojo Warrior Tribe. Love it. And our next bout, women's contest, Courtney Cast Iron Casey, Ronda Quiet Storm Marcos. Our only rematch on the card, and we'll see if Ronda Marcos can avenge that loss. But the Phoenix, Arizona native looking to get the win and to break her 50-50 record in the UFC and to get 11-7 in her pro career. Lands a left jab, misses the big right hand. Oh, there's a nice one too. Left jab, right hand. Marcos trying to get a attempt in to try and get her close. Yep, got her in a clinch, got her against the cage. If she trips her here, it's probably going to be it. Hung up, just a stalemate. Yeah, not great for Ronda Marcos, so now we're back striking for Casey. Oh, Marcos, though. Nice short uppercut. Here we go. Yeah, Casey getting a little smothered here. Now Mergula's going to separate him. A little too light for separation. Should have separated him a lot sooner, but Marcos up 10-9 there. 2 defensive jabs. Don't hit jabs wide. Hits on the straight right hand. Does Casey, though. Again, moving in quick and fast. Got her up with one leg now, potentially trying to throw her here. Oh, she sees it coming, though. Looking for the strike, and now is able to escape. We're back striking for Courtney Casey. She's looking pretty good. Left jab, straight right. Marcos, again, looking for that grappling opening she needs, but Courtney Casey's not going away. Hits the straight right hand. Can't connect with the jab. Hits a nice straight right hand again. There's a beautiful uppercut that knocks her down. Oh my God, Courtney Casey's going to do it. She finishes her in the second. And boy, Ronda Marcos, that's a tough loss to swallow there. That is tough. As what a win for Courtney Casey. Knocked her out. Well, I guess knocked her. Yeah, got a TKO win, but still. Huge win. Dropped her, finished her. Great stuff there. And she thanks all of her friends, famous supporters, and Gracie Technics as well for her fight camp as our co-main event. Justin the Highlight Gaethje against Rustam Tiger Khabilov. As we'll see how Khabilov does against somebody like Justin Gaethje, who's a minus 510 favorite. Loud ovation for the Stafford, Arizona native, and we'll see how he does. A quick poke of the jab. You do not want to outstrike Justin Gaethje because you will lose that battle. If you are Rustam Khabilov, is just a jab, no power behind it at all. Here comes 5 quick punches, lands a low kick to the legs. This is exactly what people pay to see this man light him up with some strikes here. 5 punches, 3 of them landing out of the 5, but he missed the vicious right hand. Evades the big punch again. So Khabilov's able to Oh, now he's got a clinch, though. So that's exactly what he needs to try and stall him out. People are probably going to be booing this. Trying to break it up, can't do it. But yeah, I'd say he definitely won that round 10-9. If he grapples him a little sooner, though, might not be good for old Justin Gaethje. But there's a powerful leg kick. Oh, shit. Oh, went for a takedown, though. Couldn't take him down. Great leg kick, though. But yeah, pressed him against the cage. Exactly what we don't want. Oh, there we go. He got enough space to clear out. And we're back striking for Gaethje. Oh, he's tired, though. Oh, he scores the right cross, though. After all the 4 quick punches hit home. The limping starting to play into a factor now with those leg kicks. Straight right hand here. Justin Gaethje putting on display for sure. Looking to shortening the range here. Avoids the head kick. That would have been a fight ender if that would have landed. Some more limping. Again, trying to attempt it with a reckless strike, which is a terrible idea because you will get knocked the fuck out against Justin Gaethje. He's still trying for his chance to grapple up with him. There's a right hand to the body after all the strikes landing. Yeah, there's a right cross from Gaethje. And he gets the takedown, but it's the end of the round. So again, Gaethje's up 2-0. Rustam needs a finish, and I don't think he can do it. But if he gets this takedown, that has really changed things, though. Boy, oh boy. Also scramble from Gaethje. Gaethje's a great wrestler, though. So he's going to end up... He loses out on the scramble. He's going to at least not get caught down on the ground. Because that's all he's got to do is survive. And he'll win 29-28. Attempts to pass guard. Quickly up first is Kabalov and got him against the cage, got him trapped there. But yeah, terrible third round to end it on. And sure, Rustam's going to win 29-28, but Justin Gaethje got the job done. I wish he would have got a finish, but I guess for Rustam's credit, he held in there. He was getting fucked up for a good bit of that fight, for at least the first 2 rounds. Praise his team at Onyx Sports, his various sponsors who came and support him as well, and all the fans. It's a great win. Great feel-good win in that co-main. Our main event, Ryan Bader, Nasrudinov. Huge moment for Nasrudin, taking on somebody like Ryan Bader. Clearly, significant weight advantage tonight as well for Nasrudin. See what happens here. Can miss the right hook. It's kind of a jab and a right hand that nearly fails to connect. His striking is going to be much better than Ryan Bader's. That's going to give him a big advantage striking-wise. All the 4 quick punches, but the big right hand's blocked from Nasrudinov. Here comes a left and a right cross here. Great stuff. Nasrudinov slipping past the right hook, attempted attacks with a kick to the lead leg. He's looking really good. Listen, this is exactly what we anticipated here when I made this fight. When he wanted this fight, I jumped at that as far as opportunity because his striking is very good. Bader's striking is not it for a potential light heavyweight champion, but Nasrudinov has a chance to, the way he's hitting them here with the right cross, putting them off balance here, off the counter. So here comes a counter from Bader, jab and a left hand to the body. Jab can't hit the right cross, though. Another left jab, but doesn't find the mark on the right hook. Bader countering with a jab. At least he's starting to counter strike a little bit as Ryan Bader. That's going to help him out a lot. Couple of jabs followed by a right cross. He does have power, though. If he can land one big shot, Ryan Bader could definitely change things around, but a great first round. They're giving that to Ryan Bader. I mean, he was outstriking him as far as counter-striking at the end of the round. He did outstrike him overall, so yeah, I guess you got to give it to him. Yeah, I mean, that's fair fucks. Fair fucks to Ryan Bader. He's doing a good job. The left jab is connected with the right hand. Finds only gloves on the right hand, though, after sudden flurry. Bader feints. Oh, that's exactly what he wants. Bader coming in. He's got him right where he wants him now. As I say that, though, he caught him with a crunching right hook to Nasrudinov. If he tries, again, to just keep on feeding and going for the feint and just trying to take him down with a double leg and single leg whilst potentially getting some big-time shots in still, he's got a good chance to win this second round, too. But Nasrudinov's landing. For sure. Here comes a counter strike. Doesn't land on the big right hand, though. Comes a counter from Nasrudinov. Left kick to the body. Yeah, Bader's starting to slow down. So, again, he's also 38. So, he's a little older. So, the gas tank was going to be challenged in this 5-round fight. Bader slipping past the right hook attempt and hits a nice left hand. But Nasrudinov's getting tired. So, it's going to be a little equal here. 3-punch combination. 4 of them. All for Ryan Bader. And it was a good right hand after the jab off the counter. Yeah. As far as looking at the clock, yeah, another feint. And here comes a dodging the right hand with a solid right hand of his own. Yeah, I mean, Bader's looking really good. Listen, we gave him a tough task. It's a lot closer than what Vegas had it, but he's doing a good job. Here's a left jab and a right hook. And that's probably another scorecard for him as far as 2018. As, again, 3 rounds left, though, so anything can happen, but I would say Bader's pretty much in control, up 2 rounds to none. So, again, surprised he hasn't even shot for a takedown. Maybe he feels like he's going to get out-grappled against Nasrudinov. I mean, he is a fucking world champion in Sambo, so there is that. But Nasrudinov's getting countered here. He's getting outstruck, he's getting tired. Up here comes a drain takedown, which is not going to get the job done, but he's going to push him against the cage. Got the Greco-Roman slam now, and he's got his back. Oh boy. He gets both hooks in, it's over. Trying to roll. Oh boy. Yep, that's it. Oh my god, was fucking him up, then goes for the choke. Well, that's how you do that. Ryan Bader. Fair fucks to him. I thought we gave him a bit of an interesting puzzle to figure out, and he absolutely got the job done. Won both the first and second round and choked him in the third after taking him down and really fucking him up with some ground and pound. That's a great job. Great job for Ryan Bader. I mean, listen, he might do it. He might, in fact, become the light heavyweight champion. We'll have to wait and see who he fights, though, of course. But, yeah, what a card. That actually went a lot better than I anticipated. Critical rating of 71. Really no bad fight on the whole card. Miles Johns looked great. I definitely want to give him a lot of love for this card. Definitely performance bonus. Yeah, give one to Courtney Casey. Yeah, give one to Dern. Give one to Louise, to Johns. And for Clayton Carpenter, and even Victor Henry as well. Yeah, I mean, I think that will do it, though. Yeah, because, I mean, Gaethje, he did what he had to do. He looked good, but I wouldn't give him a performance bonus for that. Oh, wow, made $86,000 because Diego Sanchez made almost $2.5 million. Shout out Diego Sanchez. What a bag. Love that for him. Yeah, Ryan Bader making about $330, Cerrone $160. It's good. Glad the guys and girls making a lot of money with that show. But that will do it, though, for episode 86 here in Arizona. As we'll catch you guys next time for episode 87. Take care, everyone.